Hi, it's Miranda, and I am Mother Elephant. Today, let's make another no-spend DIY fall wreath. These are the supplies that I have scavenged from around my house. This clock is really a favorite clock of mine. I loved it for so long, but it broke, and we have tried to fix it a couple of times, and it just won't stay keeping time. So I think it's about time to turn it into something beautiful and useful. When I found it in the garage, it was covered in dog hair, and a spider fell out of it. So, yeesh. But I think that maybe we can take it apart. And this is some beautiful yarn that I really wanted to do something with, but I just don't know what to do with it. And so I thought, girl, this is your time to shine. It's so beautiful. It's got some fall colors in it. So I thought maybe we could make it happen. And these are the flowers that I had left over from the decorations I took apart. So let's see if we can't do round 2. It's the remix. No. But let's do another no-spend DIY fall wreath. And here we have it. I have cleaned up the inside and out of this clock that I've gutted, and I couldn't be happier. We are keeping this out of the landfill. We're not purchasing anything new, and I am just over the moon right now about our project. And so, gosh, it's come out so perfectly too, because it's basically the exact right shape and size and form of a wreath form. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this project pretty simple. I've seen where people have crocheted with this large yarn, but since it's already variegated colors, really pretty, I think I'm just going to let the yarn shine, make something really simplistic, maybe add a couple of flowers, and see what we come out with. And also, I'm going to try to leave this wreath form as untouched as possible, because I'd really like to reuse it. I'd like to make this a fall wreath, and I'd like to remake it into a winter wreath or a Christmas wreath when the time comes. So follow along in the next steps of our project and make something beautiful and useful with me. To be able to wrap the yarn around the form the way I want to, I needed to ball up my yarn, so that's what I did. So let's go ahead and try to wrap this yarn. I'm going to tie probably a loose knot like that, and then move that to the underside. No. I am going to leave a long tail like that. And I am going to start wrapping. And see what we get. I think that might just come out really pretty. Let's see what we get. So this is what we have so far. Something that I have learned along the way is that if you want the stripes to be kind of more defined, you pull the yarn as you go. I'm gonna have to re-ravel some of this because I let it be too loose and too fuzzy. As I went along, pulling it taut and getting that tension really allows the colors of this yarn to shine through. So if that's something that you want to attempt for your project, I think that you might get a really nice result. So let's see what a few more rows are going to look like. You can just kind of see the technique that I'm using. Got my baby on the monitor. Just like that. It's really turning out so pretty. Very fall colors too, I think. So here we have the fully wrapped wreath, and I think I'm going to keep it as simple as I possibly can. I had these 3 flowers left over, and I think I might try to arrange, you know, something. And maybe then put the flowers on. We'll see what I can work up. I don't know if I'm going to use the hot glue since I'm going to try to reuse the wreath form. But the project is coming along. I found some burlap wrapped around an old jar, and I cut it to size. I'm using it as the backing to hot glue this spray down, and then I'm going to find the arrangement of these flowers. I don't know if I'm gonna do, you know, but I will kind of find the final configuration, and then we will see the final product, and we will make another no-spend DIY fall wreath. And here we have the final product. This is our DIY no-spend fall wreath. It's made from chunky yarn and reclaimed floral decorations, a little bit of burlap, and a clock I took apart. So this has been such a fun video to make. The fact that we could turn this into something beautiful and useful, I really couldn't be happier with the end result. And thank you so much for following along. Just remember that we can be gentle with ourselves and our best is good enough. Happy fall!